Hello, welcome to Animal Audit Corner. Today, Sunday, and it means Sunday brunch. All you are out of the cult. You got a roof over your head, clothes on your back, your transportation that you got from the ASPCA Foundation, and maybe both, maybe not, the MJR Aftermath Foundation. And one of the things that you need to use that monetary aid is shopping. And that means also shopping for your food, not just the clothes on your back. And that's where I decided to come in. I'm going to give you a recipe. I'm giving all these recipes to you so you can stand on your own 2 feet. And those of you who are already on your feet and not in the cult, you're standing on your own 2 feet. You no longer have the cult doing things for you, telling you what you should or should not do. And that's one of them. One of them is cooking. They want to do it all for you. But guess what? You're on your feet again and you wait away from that negativity. Because I think they wanted to use that against you. But guess what? This is a new day and age. And I'm giving you the recipe so you can aid yourself with these recipes because you're going to eventually eat. So let's just get started. Today, I am going to make vegan bacon and then scramblers. All right. First, you're going to need a small bowl. Then you're going to need soy, your maple syrup, paprika, and the main ingredient, tofu. That's going to make your vegan bacon. It's cruelty-free. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to cram anything down your throat, but it's healthier and cruelty-free. So, six and a half tablespoons of soy sauce. Sorry, everybody. 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th one. Where's my half? Oh, I probably forgot to get it out. Let me see here. Okay, there it is. Oh, jeez. Oh, darn it. Got a little soy sauce on my card there. All right. And the half tablespoons of soy sauce is the half. Oh, geez. All right. And your 3.5 tablespoons of maple syrup. 1, 2, 3. Need a 1.5 teaspoons of paprika. Okay. And then You're going to need a teaspoon and a half of garlic. And the extra 12 ounce of tofu. That's what you're going to need. So, oh, yeah, right. Sorry, everybody. All right. Okay, then we're going to whisk. All right, there we go. Now, this is a 16 ounce, so since we're going to need only 12 ounces of it, I'm going to cut that bottom half off. So let me get my, oh, geez, okay. So we're going to take it and then cut the 16 ounce off. Even when you actually go in here. All right, now we're just going to cut through cut through the tofu and make sure it's like a half of an inch of the tofu. All right. And then put it in there and then let it soak. All right. All right. And while I'm cutting, let's see. IC33 had an interesting topic. And it's about the cross that's outside of the blue building in every other organ in America or wherever they are. All right. And she mentioned what the word occult means, which is hidden. Okay. This is a little bit thin, so we're almost there. And, oh, geez. And now, what else was I going to mention? And then she looked through the internet and see what she can find, and it was pretty interesting because there was a rapper. I forgot what his name was, and yeah, I should. and it had the African eye in the temple. Minutes. Okay. All right. Now just shake it up and make sure the tofu is being soaked right through. All right, just let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. You can even have this in the refrigerator for about 3 days before using it. So it's anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes. Or you can just have it in the refrigerator for 3 days and let it marinate. That's the best part of the whole. Oh, man, I forgot the pepper. Oh, no, I didn't. I thought I forgot the paprika, but no. All right, so shake it up. Or you can, after it's done, or you can actually get a bag, put it in the bag, zip it up, let it sit there for 15 to 20 minutes, or you can have it for 3 days, marinating in the refrigerator. Okay, so just let it sit here. Okay. All right. Oh, geez. I really am a messy cook, let me tell you. All right. Okay, now we're going to also have scramblers, and this is also made from tofu. And yeah, you're gonna be all full of tofu this morning. So let's just put these away. We're gonna use 16 ounce or 17 ounce, obviously, and doesn't matter how much of it you use. If it says 16 ounce, okay, use the whole thing. But usually it's 12 ounce, but for so I make a mess while cooking. So okay, so put it in here for now. All right. So let me get that. All right, here's your onion. Just use one onion, one small onion, but it could be any onion. Really. Now they said you have to use a certain onion. With me, it's an onion is an onion. So, but however, I use a shallot because it's really convenient and it's just a good size for me because I don't like all those tears coming out while I'm actually cooking. So, all right. Okay. All right. Now, like I mentioned yesterday, this food processor really does the job. It's okay. There we go. So we're gonna cut we're gonna cut it into a wedge, like so, and put it in the food processor. Okay. Now, with your Ninja mini food processor, you're gonna take your onions and blend it up. And the good part is, if it suddenly burns out, wait 15 minutes, use it again, or use it days later, it will work. It's not going to die out on you. All right. And this is all you need is a couple of seconds and it's done. With an onion anyway. All right. So remove this. Oh, yeah. I forgot to put the middle, but it worked out. I forgot to put the top on, but yeah, what can you do? All right, there we are. That's the sink. Okay. All right. All right, I use this because it just scrapes it a little bit more easier. So there we go. All right. And now we're getting to the bottom of the barrel. And all right. But even though, oh my gosh. All right. Even though days later, when you use it, I wouldn't let it burn out anyway, but that's the good part anyway. Because what if it stalls on you right in the middle of the job? You don't want that. But no, it does work even after burning out. Days later, you take it, you use it again, and it is wonderful and it's awesome. It's not like all those other food processors. This one really does the job. So I would, oh boy. Okay. Okay. Of grounded up mustard seeds. Or you can use a half. My scrambler ends up a little bit more darker, but you know what? Who cares? Mix it around. Now, I'm going to see if I can get this at the link below. So, still working on it, but I decided to show it early anyhow. So, okay. And then I think once you cook it, the colors will come out. But just, no, the colors will come out. If not, then, yeah. Okay, yeah, then use another teaspoon the next time. But, all right. But I think the colors will come out. So, here we go. Then, spray can. And then spray the bottoms. If you don't have it, just stick in a teaspoon, a tablespoon and a half tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half into the pan. And then saute it. Now we're going to let it heat up. Now, put it on medium heat for some reason. Yeah. Shouldn't, but I am. Put it on a little high, me. Yeah, it's one of those do as I do, not as right. Well, whatever. So, okay. But you know what? Yeah, keep it on medium heat. I'm going to put it on medium to high heat. So it's halfway to high. But, all right. So, keep on mixing it. This spatula. Yeah, the little flipper. Okay. So, all right. All right, and there we go. It's in there. You know what? I'm going to put one more teaspoon in there. Okay. Yeah, I'm really chickening out. All right, that should do it for now. So, okay. Marinate some more. Okay. Okay. It's ready to go. Put it in. Yep. Here's the sizzle. All right. All right. There we go. Okay. Put it here just in case. All right. So we're going to sizzle this up. And while it's sizzling, flip it over each and every time. And we're going to watch the colors come out of this thing. Okay. Now, we all know what's going on in the SPTV community. And let's see, we can't have dead air, so let me strike up a conversation with you. And yesterday, the gay pope, the angry gay pope went off on the elderly Scientologists. Now, that's not the way to do this, but yeah, they spent their whole lives. At the same time, I can understand what he's thinking, but at the same time, that's not the way to get them out of Scientology. Yes, sometimes everybody in the blue buildings make it hard and they lash out at you sometimes, and you're gonna have to kick back. But yes, it is hard sometimes. But just start off with a conversation at first. If you're a protester, start off with a conversation at first, saying, you know what? You can have a better life outside this blue building in Scientology. And you got family that loves you. And you got friends that care about you. Especially with the elderly friends that they haven't had for years because they are trapped in this cult. But yeah. But Rosemary finally got out and she is talking to everybody, especially young people, and not wasting your whole life in something that's worthless. Yeah. But does the celebrity Scientologist realize something like that? No. But finally, one day, Mimi Rogers left. Nicole Kidman left. Before she went in even deeper, Katie Holmes left. And even Will Smith left, but he's not talking about it at all. He's saying that he's never been in Scientology. But at the same time, not saying anything. Well, it can be a plus or minus, but denying it and lying that you were never in it doesn't do any wonders, because there's going to be people in there wondering what it's like. Oh, boy. Oh, geez. The colors are not coming out. Well, maybe it will after. All right. You know what? I'm going to put another half in. I'm just going to sprinkle it in because we want the colors to come out. All right. All right. Okay. All right. What else is going on? Yeah, it's just not the way to do it. But yeah, sometimes the Scientologists themselves are making it harder by lashing out at you, and you're gonna have to lash out back at them. But that's the way I am. Somebody lashes out at me, I do it back to them, and it goes back and forth, which is not really an accomplishment, but yeah, sometimes you just can't help yourself. But yeah, forgot to put the salt in, but it is optional. Just put that. All right, boy, we're gonna be all full of tofu this morning. All right. Okay. Oh, geez. Wondering why the colors are not coming out. But other times, yeah, I did have the colors come out, but this time it's not. So let me see here. Okay. Keep your fingers crossed and hope it'll work. Actually, let it sit more. So as you go along, just shake it up and let it sit. But just make sure it doesn't break on you, which I probably did, not shaking it so much. But and yeah, let it sit there. We're going to be all full of tofu this morning. And you're thinking, is Lisa getting boring? Because she made scramble or whatever, but yeah, but it's going to be with the tofu bacon, cruelty-free, by the way. And it's going to work. I know it. It's not, I'm sorry. But you can actually have it with the potatoes I made yesterday for breakfast. So, and this is the wonderful part of tofu. You can turn tofu into anything. Omelets, quiche. That's the magic in it. So when you're a vegetarian, it's not really restricted like it used to be, because back in the earlier years, the 70s and under, from the 30s to, well, through the early years, 60s, through the 80s and 90s, we did not have the foods we have today. So, and then there were entrepreneurs who happened to be vegetarian, came up with a brilliant idea. And of course, that's why we have all these vegetarian options. Okay. And as you know, William Good, he's a vegan, because somebody challenged him one day and he took it. And you're thinking, how does a guy like William Good end up being a vegan? Well, yeah, sometimes things surprise you in life. And for some reason it's not turning colors. So let me try again. All righty, there. All right, there we go. Hopefully it'll work. I don't know what's going on here. All right. Yeah, it's a wonder. And if you're interested, Peter is the link down below, and they have all the great recipes that you can see here with the healthier options. Okay, let's keep our fingers crossed. And yeah, and yeah, I go from one subject to another. Go figure, right? Yeah. sometimes you try to actually keep your temper in check when going to those Scientologists and trying to help it out of Scientology and not instigate a fight. But just say, oh, there are people out there, your family loves you, and there are people outside, you'll make more new friends. Strike up a good conversation. And you'll get through with it. Okay, yes, granted, they do get off on you, but yeah, usually it's not them, it's OSA and the management, and yeah, David Miscavige and Tom Cruise. That's the worst. So yeah, try to work on them. The lower half, the Scientologists who actually zero, they didn't get anything out of it. Now, okay, yes, I'm gullible in that way. In the past, I gave my money to meaningless things, and it just never worked. I went on a dating site, and these guys took advantage of me. I found out, you know what? I'm not getting anything out of these guys. I'm just going to cut them out. But there are good guys or good people that are anxious of getting somebody. Just don't give your money to them because it's going to end up meaningless. I eventually cut them out. But the celebrities and the wealthy have been giving their money, especially Tom Cruise, for 30 years for something that's meaningless. Only they're treating Tom like a king and using all their money on him. The birthday parties, the cars. Yeah, that's what they're spending their tax-exempt money on. But yeah, Scientology spends it on stupid reasons. And there are other so-called churches or cults or whatever that is they like to call it. Yeah, they just waste it. It has like a sweet, spicy taste to this whole thing, along with the onions. Now, is onion and spice? I think it probably could be. Is it considered a vegetable or a spice? I think it could go either way. Now, tell me at the comments below, is it a spice or vegetable? Leave it in the comments below. If you're definitely a chef, tell me, because I'm not a chef. I'm one of the people that think, well, eventually I'm going to have to cook. Me, I only do about 3 to 4 times a week, which is not enough. But yeah, and the reason for that is because I blow up my kitchen. Let's face it. I make a huge mess while cooking. Go figure, huh? All right, now we're going to take this off. Half in the microwave. Ooh. No, half on the plate and half in the container. So, all right, there we go. Take the other half and put it in the container. Save it for another day. And you can even serve it with toast and the potatoes from yesterday. Oh, geez. Me and my messes, let me tell you. All right. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, now we're going to get this out. Looks like I'm getting to the bottom. So we're going to spray it again. All right, so the bacon won't stick. It's not the other cruel bacon that you use that is all oily and could cook. But no, this is the vegan-sized version of the bacon. So, okay. Now we are ready. Oh, jeez. We are ready to cook the bacon. So, all right. Oh, jeez. Okay, so let's see here. We always clean our mess if we actually make a mess. All right. So we let it marinate the entire time. It could be anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes and 3 days. So take this out. Did it work like a charm? Yeah, I think it did. So we're going to cook all, or save some of them and cook it for another day. You can get BLTs. You can, yeah, you can make sandwiches out of them. So we're just going to put it on. This side. Now we're going to turn this on low to medium heat. Now it depends how many people you have in this house and to grab it out. So, or maybe that should be it. Now you can let it sit in your refrigerator. Oh, I made another mess, didn't I? So let's see here. Yeah, we always have to clean up our mess, especially when you're a messy cook. It's the reason why I don't really do this every day. But now I made a conscious decision of actually cooking with you guys, so those of you who just came out of the cult will have something to turn to and just cook to save money. Or if you get it in the future, you can spend a little more on it if you want. But for now, yeah, you're going to have to save the money. Okay, now we're going to put this in the refrigerator, and you can let it soak for 3 days. Pull it out. Use it for BLTs. So it has to cook. Make sure it's nice and brown. So keep it on low to medium heat, and let it cook for about, I think 20 minutes should do it. So, well, this has been exciting. So, yeah, and okay. Usually I do jump on the internet to find a recipe, but then turn it into my own by adding a little bit to the ingredient, because yes, there are friendly copyright laws, not only to protect you, but to protect the copyright owner. So this gives us the opportunity to be so creative. You artists out there, be your creative self. And yeah, but when you do run into something like that, yes, if you use it, give the person credit. That's what the laws have you do. Give them credit. And yes, and sometimes you're going to run into a problem. And like me, going into the coffee house, even though I didn't think much of it, I walked in, sat down, and the music was playing in the background. Now, at the time, I didn't think much of it. I accidentally walked into something, sat down, and did my video. And then one day, I got flagged. And yeah, it was a problem, even though we don't really intentionally trying to use it. But we are. So, yeah, sometimes if you explain it to the person, saying, you know what, we had no intention of putting your music or whatever you have in the mix. It just happened. Maybe they'll be really understanding. But with YouTube, yeah, they don't know your intentions. They're just going to think, oh, this person is just using this product they're not supposed to. So we're going to take them down. So me, I voluntarily deleted one of my work because I wasn't supposed to. I voluntarily did that because I was unaware that I'm really doing something which I wasn't supposed to do. I accidentally walked into it. So I deleted it. But then, they're asking for it. I'm like, oh my God, I don't have it. So I went through other clips, and yeah, I found one that the music was actually coming through. But sometimes, you know what? It's so hollow, that blurred, and you can't really make out a single word of it. So yeah, that's the way I'm like. And usually when I watch these SPTV videos, they turn it down, and yeah, you get the idea why they do that. But with me, I couldn't make out a single word. And those jerks of the test center, they actually turned on the music. Yeah, they were being complete jerks. YouTube might have excused that. I don't know those people, but the artist probably said, okay, you know what? She's being a jerk. Let's just call YouTube, talk to them, or whatever. Maybe they're going to be more understanding. Excuse me. Now, where's my train of thought? Yes. I bet you there are going to be some artists who would see something like that and say, you know what? This person's being a complete a-hole. So, a jerk. Thank you. And she is just being a troublemaker. Let's just forget the whole thing. I'm going to forget the whole thing. Or if they're nice enough, they'll call YouTube and say, listen, this girl or Shannon person is being such a jerk. Just let it go. I'll understand. And if they manage to understand them, then, oh boy, it'll be another story. But yeah, rules are rules. So we're going to have to follow them. So usually 90% of the time it's, yeah, the money. But yeah, I bet you people like Gloria Estefan, John Bon Jovi, they'll probably be understanding. Now, I don't know those people, okay? But maybe they'll be understanding. Because, yeah, they're all going to be understanding people out there and thinking, oh, man, this Shannon's person's being a jerk. Let's just excuse this. There are people that will understand. So, yeah, before I deleted it, I looked back and Bing Crosby's tunes was playing. I think he was playing White Christmas. Yeah, I realized, oh my gosh, now I can think why they're telling me this, because I accidentally had it on there. So I deleted it. But then they asked for it. I'm like, oh my God, I deleted the whole video. So I had to go back and see what else I could find that is actually coming out. And I found myself at the coffee house. I looked at the clip. At first, I didn't make anything out. And then there was this piano sound playing it too. Fine. I put it in the copyright claim. So I admitted that I was wrong. So that did it. So yeah, if they're having you fill something out, don't delete anything out yet. So just keep it for now. Am I going to take another adventurous trip to the coffee house when my video goes down? Maybe, but this time I'm going to go up to the person and ask them to turn it down because I don't want to get pulled off. So, yes. So, yeah. And last year, Shannon was being a jerk. She grabbed the radio, the boombox, which was yesterday's thing, and started playing it. They don't use those anymore. They use either the laptop or their phone to play a tune. She grabs out a tape and a boombox, which was so yesterday, and started playing it. So you don't see those anymore, and she had it. Scientology had it. They're behind. So, and it's just so unusual, the lengths that people go to. And she put it was obvious. She put it down and started playing the tune. So she was being too obvious. She was being a jerk and started playing the music. Now, it costs money to use a courtroom, and you know how much it will cost taxpayers? Now, come on. Yes, I did promise to tone it down. It costs money to sue somebody. Even though you're going into the courtroom, it's off of taxpayers' dime, because guess what? There has to be the judge, the prosecutors, and the jury. They're getting paid, and it's on your dime. So, yeah, they're being stupid. So, yeah, sometimes it is necessary to have a courtroom because laws are breaking every day. People have to go on trial. So, geez. My face is, I keep saying, you know what, I'm going to put my makeup on, but I keep thinking, well, maybe it's okay to, no. I'm a little flushed, so next time I'm just going to put my makeup on. So I keep saying it, but yeah. All right. So, okay. Wow, this is just working out. I'm just going to turn it over some more. Wow, okay. I'm going to let it brown up some more. Yeah, so now everybody can see through that. Even the celebrity or whoever she was playing was thinking, oh, well, yeah, technically she's being a jerk. Maybe they'll let it go, maybe they didn't. I don't know the artist that she actually played. Now, if I was the artist, I would have thought, you know what, this person's being a jerk. I'm just going to just make like I didn't hear it. Now, it's going to depend on who is actually there playing. Me, I forgot who it was, but if I was the artist, I would have said, yeah, she's being a jerk. I'm just going to make like I didn't hear it. Because it was obvious she was being a jerk. So, and that costs taxpayers money to actually have that run. Because a judge has to be paid. A jury has to be paid. It costs money to sue somebody. It costs money to run a courtroom. So, and it's on your dime. Sometimes it is necessary. So, Okay. Or your dollar. Nowadays, it's the dollar because dollars now worthless to me. Every penny and every dollar counts. That's with me. So I keep it anyway. So, and yeah, the lengths that they go through to get other people in trouble. It is unbelievable. So let's see. Let's check these out. Yeah, maybe I better turn this over. And it works. It works. It's cruelty free. All right. Yeah. The unusual world of Scientology and other cults. Yes, they're a real waste. Now, regular churches don't go out doing things like that. They don't cost people, the real religions, people who actually follow the monetizations. Now, it can be any nonprofit, not just churches. They can be animal shelters, employments, non-profit employment. They place people into a job like the homeless or people with mental illness, which Clubhouse International does. They train people and then help them find jobs. People with mental illness or trauma. If you are experiencing any trauma or have a mental illness and is seeing a mental health profession, go down to the link below, click on it, and contact Clubhouse International. If you're in the Cleveland area, get in touch with Magnolia Clubhouse. That's at the link below. If you're in the Florida area, where the Clearwater SPTV crew are, get in touch with Clubhouse Coalition. That's also at the link below. So, let's see here. Oh my gosh, this is just working like a charm. Now, does it taste like a regular bacon? You know what? I doubt it, but it's cruelty-free and it's better for you. Because the regular one just has calories and it's preserved. It's yeah, they put chemicals in it and that'll be the end of it. It's shot. So, and this is cruelty free. No animals are sacrificed. There it is. Okay. This is just really working. Now, look at this. Yeah, that's what it is. Now, don't really totally burn it. So, okay. You can serve it with the potatoes that we made yesterday, or I made yesterday. If you joined me in cooking, you can use that today's breakfast with toast, your coffee, your juice. Oh, what a killer. Usually if I eat too much the previous day, usually on the weekend, I'm like, oh, forget it. I'm too full to eat. I'll just have juice and coffee. That's it. So I just don't until I get hungry until that. So, oh, I can smell the maple syrup out of here. Only you are here. It has a sweet, spicy. Alrighty. Let's check it out. Oh boy. This is really turning out to be so great. Oh boy. It's just working out like a charm. while I'm cooking. And all right, and I also have more links. I also have Prime Care Health at the bottom link. I even have Pet Health. That's at the link below. And it's great. And in Clubhouse International is great. They do help you find jobs and help you find a place to live. But at the same time, they're training you for a job, even though, yes, SPTV Foundation and the NJR Aftermath Foundation helps you find a job. They do a little more. So I got them at the link below too. The SPTV and the MJR Aftermath Foundation, they're at the link below. This is just working out. Is it going to taste like a bacon? I don't know. So, okay. That's the question of the day. Now, continue to actually, oh boy, keep on. This is just working out really well. So, okay. Now, if you're going to protest, I always say it, and I know I'm being a complete nag. I'm even nagging myself. Go in a group. And nowadays, they have cameras, and everybody can see what everybody is doing. And if they're breaking the law, there it is. And that's usually Scientology, too, because there are companies that break the laws, and that's where the protest comes in. So, or if they think something's off, they protest. So, I would say, yes, fight for what you believe in. But at the same time, make sure it's logical. If it's the abortion issue, that's law. That's not logic. So you're going to have to abandon that. So, but there are some people think it's a worthy cause, but whatever. But yeah, just make sure it's the right cause. Animal rights, that's a good cause. Cruelty, inhumane, yes, that is. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. You know what? Yeah, I'm just going to make this done. Is it working out? I think it is. All right. This is what it looks like. Isn't that something? Okay. All right. And should we actually put it in the potatoes? Yeah. There it is. Yeah, I'm going to put half of this in and then cook it. Now all we do is saute this. I usually put it in the microwave, but I'm thinking, you know what, since this is on, let's just cook it up. Is it okay if it's cold? Yeah, you prefer it, go right ahead and eat it. But I'm going to heat it up just a little bit, and that's going to take maybe so. And potatoes work like a charm, and it's great. You can use it for breakfast. So if you want to make breakfast, and you can use this recipe. So, okay. So I think we should cut off because, first of all, I'm running out of things to talk about. And it's over an hour and 18 minutes. And that's all I have. So, you know the routine. If you want to contribute to my channel, go to PayPal, go to PayPal and or buy me a coffee if I keep messing up on those two. So yeah, I'm going to check on those. Buy me a coffee and press the like. Oh, or if you can't afford it, no problem. Don't even bother. It'll be okay. So hit the like, press subscribe, and I'll see you again